Hey, and welcome back. In this course, we will be doing programming related things. That means we need tools for the job. We'll mostly need a text editor, a browser, and a way to debug any JavaScript issues that we will experience in future. So when I started, I said that one of the requirements for the course, at least you need to have some knowledge of programming. Plus, I also give you a link for my HTML and CSS course. So if you took those courses, you encountered all these things here except for Scratchpad. So a browser, I'm a big fan of Firefox. I usually use Firefox for nearly everything. My browsing as well as my initial development, I use Firefox. And I also use Chrome. So whichever you like to use. If you're on a Mac, you'll have Safari by default. If you're on Windows, you'll have IE by default, Internet Explorer by default. So browser, check, get one. Text editor. For text editors, we have Notepad++, which is free, which is awesome. This has everything you will need. Notepad++ is free for Windows. You can get this and use it for any programming that you will need to do. And I will be using Sublime Text. Sublime Text is, well, it's free. But if you don't buy a license, there is a prompt that comes up asking you to buy a license. So if you want to buy a license, you can get it for $70 if you want to get this one. If you're on Windows, you can use the Notepad++. It's free. The good thing about Sublime, it is cross-platform. If you don't like any of this, you can go online and try and find a free one for whichever platform you're using. There are lots of free text editors out there. Text editor, browser, check. Then browser plugins. So you'll need a way to debug code. So on Firefox, there is Firebug. Just get Firebug and install it. And then Firefox inbuilt developer tools. We also have the inbuilt developer tools. If you don't want to install any add-ons, you can just use this inbuilt developer tools for Firefox. So to open it, just press Ctrl+Shift+K. That's on Windows. On a Mac, definitely Control always gets replaced with a command. So Command-Shift-K. And then Chrome's inbuilt developer tools. This is one of the best developer tools around. So if you're using Chrome, this will be enough for everything you will ever need to do in terms of debugging. Press F12 to open the Chrome developer tools. Then we have Scratchpad. Scratchpad is like a text editor. So let's just go and see how Scratchpad is. So if I come here, I can open Scratchpad by pressing Shift F4 on my computer. The good thing about Scratchpad is that the code that I write, I can save it. For the others, developer tools on Firefox and developer tools on Chrome, I can't save that code. Once I run that code and I refresh the browser, that code is gone forever. It's like a text editor because I can save things. You can see I have save. I can also open file. So I can just use this one also as my text editor. So if I come here, for example, I can say alert +2. And then if I run this, you'll see it just runs it directly here on Firefox, which is really nice. And I can also save this if I want to save it. And if there is any, and with this one, if there is any errors, like for example, it will just tell me, let's say I do 2 + 2. I'm supposed to use braces for this. I'm supposed to use the brackets for this, and I've used braces. So if I try to run this, you'll see it tells me right here that there is some kind of error, no text editor can do this. So if you want things like this, you can also use Scratchpad to follow along with me once we start writing code. So I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have seen the tools that you'll need. So you'll need a text editor and a browser and a way to debug the code if there's any errors. So anything that you don't have, just download it and install it. Most of these are free. You can get all of this. There's always a free option for everything. So whichever platform you're using, get the tools that we will need. I will see you in the next video.